Okay, so this mindset shift absolutely changed everything for me when it came to creating a romantic relationship with the partner that I'm with now. And it's very simple, but it isn't necessarily easy, okay? So because it's not easy, I'm going to tell you how to make it easier for yourself. So this shift is simply seeing yourself as someone going to a relationship to give love, to actually bring the love to the relationship, rather than going to the relationship to get love, okay? So the reason why this is difficult is because so many of us have this void and this feeling within us where we're thinking that love is somewhere out there, that if a person loves us, sees us, gives us what we want, then we will feel better. But actually, that leads to more needing more, okay? So it actually isn't very sustainable, and it creates a lot of tension when you feel this way and think this way. But if you can see yourself as the loving, giving partner, the one who gives the love in the relationship, you're already whole and complete. And so you can go into a relationship to do what you really want to do, which is to love, okay? The getting love is really that part of us that feels insecure and not good enough and is looking to another person to meet that inner need that maybe was not met in childhood. Okay, so in order for you to become whole and complete and feel good within yourself, you have to start with meeting your basic needs first. And that is simply things like sleeping well, eating well, socializing, doing things that you enjoy. But really the basic foundational needs, you know, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs states that our physical needs like shelter, food, sleep, all of these things are right at the most important part of the pillar. And then we have things like social things, social engagement, friends, and other activities. And at the top we have our then spiritual and passion things that we want to be fulfilled in. So when we meet those needs within ourselves, we already feel amazing. And so we can bring that feeling good into the relationship. And that is attractive, and that brings positivity, that brings love. What happens is that you are the love and you emanate love, and people are drawn to that because it feels good to be around people who are not trying to get from you, who are not needing from you. So I know a lot of you might be thinking, oh my God, but how do I stop emanating this needy feeling? How do I stop giving off that vibe? And I don't want you to beat yourself up or worry about that, okay? Because this is a process. Everything that I say in my videos and everything that you hear on other people's channels, whenever you hear of a mindset or an idea or a way of being that you're not there yet, it's just because it's a practice. You practice it and then you get good at it over time, and things change and you focus on yourself, and then over time you start to feel whole and complete. So what I would suggest you do is look at the areas of your life and see which areas are lacking at the moment. Which parts of your life do you feel insecure in? And I don't just mean relationships, because often that is quite a big one that people feel they're lacking in. But first, look at all the other areas to see how you're generally feeling in life. In my self-love manual, I have a whole page, a whole chapter on how to do this, with a diagram, with an exercise for you to do to help you to do this. So if you wanted to look into that, you can download it from my website. It's $9.99, so I'll leave the link below. But basically, you're just looking at your life as a whole, looking at where your needs are not being met, looking at where things are within your control. Often, and we were talking about this in the Conscious Creators last night, in the advanced group, that sometimes we're feeling really overwhelmed and really stressed because we have basically loads of little tabs open, lots of things that we need to do, or unfinished things, or things that are really stressing us in the background, and maybe we're putting those things off. And so one of the best things that you can do for your mental health and for your well-being and your sense of wholeness is just close those tabs by doing the things that you need to do, ticking things off. It's really fun, isn't it, to tick stuff off? So write a list of all the stuff that you've got to do, and one by one go through that list and tick things off. And this is going to free up space in your body, in your energy, to actually focus on the things that you really enjoy. So this is another thing that I really want to make a point about, is that, you know, I can say focus on the things that you enjoy, but if you've got loads of unfinished, unattended to tabs open in your brain and in your energy, then you're not going to have the capacity to focus on things that you enjoy, and your body will just say no. So that's why attending to these things that are stressing you out in some way, that are unfinished, is really, really important, so that you can clear that energy and make space for what is fun, what is good, what's positive, and what feels light within you. So this, I hope, will give you some idea about how to become more whole and complete within yourself, how to feel better. Basically, all it is learning to teach yourself how to feel better. And it's very simple, and it doesn't take that much analysis. You know, sometimes people have been on course after course after course after course trying to work out how to feel better, but actually it's the very, very simple things that we can do to really shift our energy. And, you know, the simplest thing that you can do is exercise. Exercise and eat well. That will change a lot very quickly, okay? And then for me, a really big one is social interactions. Once you start socializing with people, whether that is online or in person, and it's great if it could be in person, but sometimes that isn't possible for people. So if it's online, that is also good. But really talking to other people, sharing things, being vulnerable, this actually helps your nervous system so much. And all of this, honestly, is about the nervous system. What I'm saying here is that when you're feeling regulated and calm and good and positive, actually you have more capacity and more willingness and more openness within you to be able to be that love, so that you can go to a relationship to be the one who is loving, to bring the love. And that feels better and more powerful than being the person who is trying to get. So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like any extra support, I've got my self-love manual, and I've also got the new cohort of the Conscious Creators Masters Academy, where we do all of this. We do all of these things. We look at this wholeness from many different angles, many different practitioners. So if you'd like any more information about the Conscious Creators Masters Academy, we're starting at the end of March, beginning of spring, my favourite time of year, and I'd love to see you there. So we can do a one-to-one call if you'd like to talk to me about that and have any questions. And if not, then I will see you in the next video. Bye.